Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster. We're coming to you live from Central Point, Crater High School, taking on the traveling Willamette Wolverines. And again, we're glad to be here with you. Welcome again to the Lithia Superstore game of the week here. Again, Willamette Wolverines making the trip down I-5 to play the Crater Comets. Starting lineups now for Willamette at number 2. Let me grab my glasses, Jason. That's Jacob Hall, a senior, as well as number 3, Cole Zumwait. And then number 4, Berkeley Granberry, a junior. Also joined number 5, that's Tony Cumberland, a junior. And then number 10, Jason Butler, the senior. So 3 seniors and a couple juniors there for Coach, excuse me here, I'm not prepared. This is Coach Jake O'Connor, Jason, in his first year at Willamette High. So,
all right, welcome, Jake, to Crater High School.
Yeah, and welcome to not Southwest Conference play, interconference play, as the Comets are, of course, in Midwestern League, and the Willamette Wolverines are in the Southwest Conference. A lot of familiar foes that these teams play, and they're familiar with each other, and we're familiar with them as well, as they used to be in the Midwestern League Conference as well. Starting lineups now for Coach Brian Scott, his third year at the helm here at the Comets in his team. Starters, number 21, that's Julian Grant, a junior, stands 6'1". Number 3, Elijah Bryant, a senior, at 6'5". Number 11, Ben Higginson, a senior, at 6'1". We've got number 22, Malachi Barlow, a sophomore, at 6'1". And rounding out the starting lineup for the Comets is Kyle Biddle, a senior, at 6'5". And again, head coach for the Comets is Brian Scott, again in his third year. Nice to have the Crater Pep Band on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, kind of an early game today, but it's the weather's a bit frightful outside, so no reason to come to a high school basketball game if you're in Central Point.
Tipping it off there is Bryant and Butler. Comets come in possession. They're working right to left on your screen. Comets in all white, their home white, tipped away there by the Wolverines. Excuse me, that's Butler. And the first turnover for Crater. Willamette in all black. We've seen them in different years, Jason, mostly in maroon.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
That's right.
It's kind of a different look from the Wolverines tonight.
Team colors in Willamette.
Biddle taking it the length of the court just to get blocked, and that was by Berkeley Granberry. Granberry,
a junior. We don't have height listed here, but Jason, our gauge got
Granberry, he's it looks like he's about Biddle's height, maybe even an inch taller. So maybe 6'4", tip 6'5", maybe.
Yeah. So he and Cumberland, both the big men in the middle. We saw a lot of Cumberland out on the gridiron, if you'll recall him tackle a few Crater Comets just a couple weeks ago right here at Central Point. Outstanding offensive and defensive lineman for the Wolverines.
And he's going to be a load for Eli Bryant to deal with tonight. Bryant, athletic, he went after that. Again, going after another one, but Cumberland, he's a big, strong guy, showing that he's got some handles. Eli Bryant is a good exterior defender. What a nice take, though, from Cumberland, huh?
Tony Cumberland, again, I think we've got him about 6'5", 6'6", and
yes,
plus 200, let's just put it that way, but can certainly move with the best of them. 2-0 early lead for the Wolverines.
And that might be Cumberland picking up an early foul, Jeff. It is just a minute and a half into this. Cumberland did a nice job cutting Grant off on that baseline drive, but then when he had him trapped, he just reached.
Out of the out-of-bounds play, the Wolverines come out in a 2-3 zone to protect that middle. Comets quickly adjust here. 6:20 left in the first quarter.
Higginson checking that.
Cumberland out top here, knocked away in the hands of Malachi Barlow. Barlow up the left-hand side, takes it in slow, behind his back to Biddle. Biddle runs into Cumberland, a whole lot of contact, and it's going to be a foul here on number 3. That's Cole Zumwait. So again, kind of a casual pass by Barlow. If he had to do that over again, I suspect he might. Biddle alertly saw the ball from the sophomore in the middle and picked it up, but ran into a couple Wolverine defenders. Biddle with a quick pull-up and long. Rebound by number 13 into the game now. That's Cole Newton, a senior for Coach Jake O'Connor. Comets in a man-to-man defense here. 5:40 left first quarter. Low scoring thus far. 2-0 Wolverine stolen away by Higginson. Here's Elijah Bryant up. Big Euro step, and he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Zumwait again. 2 shots. So Higginson on the steal started that fast break, got it in the hands of Bryant. Bryant, again, the senior 6'5" wingman, able to handle the ball, a little Euro step, and get himself to the line tonight.
Folks, sorry about that. I understand we're getting a little bit of stalling on our streaming, but Joe Brett's working on that right now. If we get that worked out, should be fine here in a minute. Otherwise, we might have to do a quick reset. We'll know shortly. Bryant's first free throw up and good. Second one is good as well.
2-2 here on a Saturday afternoon in Central Point. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving.
Yeah, that's
and a man out of bounds equals a turnover, I guess. Cole Zumwait on the turnover.
Comets kind of putting on that three-quarter court trap.
Wolverines active hands in that 2-3 zone. You don't see a whole lot of zones anymore in the high school play.
No, you sure don't. And then the Comets kind of coming out with that classic mid-high post and short corner against the zone defense.
Wonder why that is. I just can't really put my...
I don't know.
I mean, I get it. It's an offensive rebounding advantage for the offensive team.
Yep.
But still, it's a mix-up.
Well, it gives the offense, I mean, it kind of keeps them on their heels a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Show them something a little bit different.
Got to think.
Yep.
High school kids. But
good ball movement from the Wolverines, kicking around the outside. Oh, Higginson got caught in the air. And let's see, that's Jacob Hall drew that foul. Hall's going to go to the line for 2. First one up and good.
we mentioned that Jake O'Connor's in his first year at Willamette. They're currently 1-3. Had a rough year last year. 3-22, of course, part of the Southwest Conference.
And I think that was their first year moving up to 6A, was it not, Jeff?
I believe so. Kind of a unique system. In football, they play in a special league in 5A, but all other sports for the Wolverines are at the 6A level.
So Comets need to get some more swing passes, ball movement. Ball movement's critical against this zone. They kind of got stalled over there on that right side, and you got to move the ball, make the zone kind of stretch and move around a little bit. That's where you find your gaps. I'm sure that's what Coach Scott's about to tell them.
Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Comets 4 and the Wolverines 2. We'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before?
And welcome back after a quick 30-second timeout by Coach Brian Scott, trying to get him a little bit of information in regards to how to attack that zone would be my guess. There's a quick inbounds pass from Grant to Biddle and a couple of free throws forthcoming.
Like that inbounds play a lot, Jeff. Just a nice quick cut to the basket from Biddle.
Yeah, it's
no screen, keeping it simple.
Just kind of stretch it out and kind of give Biddle some room there in the middle to make a move high or low. And
well, the action was all right in front of the ball, and so I think Biddle got his man just to turn his head for a minute. His first free throw's up and good.
Both are good for Biddle. Brings it to 4-4. I apologize, I had the score incorrect. 4-4.
Nice steal from Biddle. Again, that three-quarter court press is really paying off for the Comets. Bryant gets another one. Biddle finding Higginson on the last one. Grant on the drive to the baseline, finds Biddle in the middle.
So a little pressure creates some cracks and some turnovers. And Coach Brian Scott with his arms folded there thinking, well, maybe we've uncovered something here.
Yep.
Talking to his junior and Julian Grant.
Biddle's first free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Higginson bothered it. Eli Bryant nails a 12-footer.
So Biddle 2 of 4 on the night, free throws, but Bryant 1 of 2 on jumpers. It's a jumper that comes up short. Comets looking to break here. Here's Barlow now with his left hand, simple, smooth, as he just got by Kanan Burke, who is checked in. So nice run for the Comets here over the last 2 minutes.
That was great transition basketball, Jeff. One dribble, I think, in the whole thing. Grant got the rebound, outlet pass, one more.
Another transition as Biddle comes up with the steal, gets it into the hands of Higginson, and he'll take it half the court and in for the land. 12-4 now, 2:40 left first quarter.
Comets really turning their defense into offense here. You know, they were struggling a little bit with that zone, but like you say, Jeff, they seem to have found the secret sauce. Biddle on the release.
Cole Newton in and out on the three. 12-4 as Eli Bryant comes up the right side. A lot of contact, and he's going to be bumped by Berkeley Granberry. We'll see what the call is.
I don't envy the referees on that one, Jeff.
Yeah.
He was thinking about it all the way to the scorer's table. Trying to replay that in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Bryant says, I was shooting. Official agrees with him. Wolverines have picked up 5 fouls in this quarter.
Comets had a season opening win right here. It's the last time we were with you here against South Medford. They then traveled on the road up to 6A Roseburg. Another member of the Southwest Conference won that handily. But then this past week, they traveled to Grants Pass and took it on the chin.
They did take it on the chin, and so, you know, that's one of those things, Jeff, where maybe early on in the season, taking something like that, a little loss like that to a 6A team might not be an altogether bad thing for them.
That's number 13,
Cole nice
Newton.
pass to Malachi.
Newton scores, Barlow scores. Somewhat of a track meet here the last couple minutes, so we had a slow start initially.
So the Wolverines have kind of figured out how to take care of that zone press, Jeff. They're getting the ball into the middle. So I don't know if your coach, Scott, if you make an adjustment on the press or if you keep going to that or what he's going to do at this point.
Barlow up and in with his first. Again, Barlow, sophomore for Coach Brian Scott.
That's 6 points from Barlow in the first quarter, as well as 6 points from Bryant. Eli Bryant, Malachi Barlow leading all scorers.
(18-6) here, 1:41 left first quarter. Thanks for being with us here on this Saturday afternoon at Table Rock Sports. Got a great group of sponsors that allow us to bring these games to you for free. Appreciate your patronage. Thinking of them as you're out and about.
So on that entry pass from Barlow right there to Bryant on that mid-high post, Jeff, that's the pass where I think Barlow's better served to skip it across the other side, let the big guys kind of make their cuts and open up a better pass. Bryant needs to make that one a little bit quicker.
Grant takes a shot at the elbow, tipped out of bounds by Biddle. Jacob Hall now guarded by David Rodriguez, who's checked in, the senior, wearing number 0. That'll be a foul on the floor on Rodriguez.
Rodriguez picked Hall up at half court, and Hall got him on his hip almost immediately.
Rodriguez on the floor. That's going to be tied up between he and Hall. No more jump balls, folks. It's all out of bounds, and whose turn is it nowadays?
Yep. Jeff showing his age there. He remembers the time when the officials put 2 thumbs up. Everybody went to one of the 3 circles in the gym.
Let's jump it up, folks.
What do you suppose about that, Jeff? Just too many injuries, too much delay? What's the rationale behind that?
I'm going to go with delay. The time.
It's time consuming, huh?
Yeah. A little bit more so in the ladies' games than the guys, but
it tends to be more jump balls. Bryant caught reaching there.
So many changes, whether it's the 3-point line again years and years ago, but now the bonus by the quarter. You know,
five fouls in a quarter.
Right.
Shooting 2. And then, of course, the shot clock. You and I are still getting used to the shot clock.
Shot clock. Some places play a first half and a second half with no quarters. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just so many variations. But
Yep.
a couple misses by Hall. Now we're under a minute here, first quarter at Crater High School. 18-6 in favor of the Comets. Grant works his way to the left. Here's Biddle, works his way in the middle. Grant has an open look now from 20. Comes off hard. Big rebound by Ben
Good
Higginson.
hustle. Higginson gets those loose balls. Those 50-50 balls tend to be his.
Turnover by Grant. Good defense by Hall. Coach Jake O'Connor shouts out instructions to his Wolverines, down 18-6 here with 15 seconds left.
Kind of a strange bounce pass there, Jeff. I mean, your big guys don't usually have those receiver hands, so make that pass as easy as you can for him to catch it.
8 seconds now as Grant is at the top of the key. Over to Biddle. Into the corner. Rodriguez. Now Biddle will fire that off, and it's good. A 3-pointer at the buzzer, and it was deep, folks, by Kyle Biddle, and it stretches the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Crater Comets 21, Willamette Wolverines 6. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
And welcome back to Crater High School and inter-conference play between the Comets and the Wolverines. 21-6, kind of a mad rush there at the end of the quarter, last 5 minutes, where the Comets let loose. Again, both teams were a little cold to start out the first 2-3 minutes of the game, and then the Comets caught some fire here at home, and they still do. That senior David Rodriguez hits a three.
Now, Eli Bryant played that perfectly at that high post on that one, Jeff. He turned, he looked for Biddle first. Biddle's his first option. Biddle was covered, but Rodriguez was open, and he went to him right away. He just did a really nice job on that.
Down court, a lot of good passing. That's going to be a turnover as Rodriguez had a little steps and heard steps too.
Something tells me David Rodriguez is not used to doing a power dribble.
I think he's going to go up and ram that one home, though.
Something was going through his mind.
24-6 here, a minute past the second quarter. Number 1 into the game, that's Jaden Garcia, the starter. Number 12 into the game as well, that's Cannon McCann. He has the ball right now, guarded by Rodriguez. Willamette has had some opponents in North Eugene where they lost. They also traveled to Dallas, a team up in Polk County right outside of Salem, and they won that game. They also hosted Churchill and lost, and then they traveled down here to the Rogue Valley and played Eagle Point, and they did lose that as well by 6. So 1-3 for Coach Jake O'Connor in his first year.
Rodriguez just picked up his second foul.
Shot is up and long, and that's from Cameron McCann. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you folks up in northwest Eugene as Biddle gets caught up and dribbles that one off his foot. I want to welcome all those viewers up there in Lane County in the northwest part of Eugene. Glad to have you with us tonight.
Comets staying in this pressure.
Turnover right when you get to the basket, kind of heartbreaking as Berkeley
sure
Granbury
is.
couldn't handle that.
The Wolverines ran the gauntlet on that pressure. Got there, and too many steps from Eli Bryant. A whirling dervish.
I like it, though.
Yeah.
I think it's something.
It's a quick move, huh?
Yeah, quick move. Develop it. Just wasn't expecting that traffic in there.
Yep.
Was Eli. 6:09 left second quarter, 24-6 favor of the Comets. Have you got a chance to see any of the girls' action, the Crater Comets girls' action yet, Jason?
Oh, indeed. I watched them against South Albany last Tuesday during the boys' game against Grants Pass. And, Jeff, that is must-see TV.
All right. I've heard that they're 4-0.
Yes, and South Albany is no slouch. South Albany, they played the Comets in the quarterfinals last year. And it was a great game. Fun game to watch. I highly recommend getting your eyes on the Crater girls basketball team. They are very talented, ranked number 1 for a reason.
Brody Butler into the game, up and in for 2 for Brody. And you can also see that Cumberland has joined the team as well, or back in. on the floor. A miss by Bryant at the rim. Nice pass by Barlow. 24-8. 5 minutes left, second quarter. Here's Cumberland now on the right side as Rodriguez on him.
Rodriguez is not afraid to use his hands, even after his 2 quick fouls out there.
Grant up the left side. Here's Bryant, has a man in Rodriguez, going to take the 18-footer. No, Biddle up and in though. Shot awry by the number 12, that's McCann, quickly up the court, and a travel on Julian Grant.
Grant just drug his foot a little bit there after he initially caught the ball.
So yeah, the coach, the Crater Comet girls 4-0. You said number 1 in state, and boy, they're on the road. I looked at their schedule.
I don't think we get to see them here till January,
January, yeah. And good for them. Of course, we're talking about the Crater Comet girls. They played in the state finals last year, lost that heartbreaker in overtime, and they're coming back this year stronger than ever, and with the same mindset to get to state and to win that title.
Yep, they've got 2 very good and athletic guards, kind of interchangeable at point versus shooting guard. And then, of course, Lydia Traore, now a senior. Lydia's 6'4" if she's anything, and she's athletic. She bothers a lot of shots in the middle and gathers up a ton of rebounds. They're just a fun team to watch.
Cumberland, a nice pass over to Newton. He can't get
How
that
about
to go.
Hustle from Barlow.
Barlow's shoulder ran right into the cheekbone, I believe, of Cumberland, and he is down, but certainly catching his breath there at least, but used to hits like that, isn't he, out on the football field?
Yeah, except with a helmet on. I don't know if that was a targeting.
Right. Something you review in the NFL, but it looked like Barlow's shoulder, as he was diving for that ball, went into the temple or cheekbone.
Nothing cheap about the shot at all. He was clearly just diving for the ball, making a hustle play. Unfortunately, Cumberland just got tied up in it.
We're going to take a quick break here at Table Rock. We'll be right back.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
The Triple Topper's back!
This November, what makes Abby's Triple Topper so great? It's the pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and ground beef toppings piled to the edge. It's a whole lot of pizza at a very special price. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Bedford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
And welcome back to Crater High School. Tony Cumberland walked off without any assistance, and he's just being reviewed over at the Crater bench by the athletic trainer here.
Samantha Erskine taking a look at him, making sure that he's going to be okay and ready to play.
Field goal by Brody Butler. Nice looking jump shot at 15 feet, brings it to 26-10. We got 3 minutes left here, second quarter. Rodriguez is going to turn that over. Butler takes it all the way up into the hands now of Newton. Newton over to Garcia, back to Butler. There's Newton again with an open look.
I like that ball movement from Willamette. They got a good open look.
Still a 2-3 zone here for Jake O'Connor, trying to slow down the Comets.
Well, it's been pretty effective in the Comets half-court set. Again, I'm not seeing those long swing passes or skip passes that I like to see against a zone. But that worked out okay for them.
Biddle with a shot at the elbow, tipped by Barlow into the hands of Higginson and up and in for two, 28-10. 2:13 left second quarter, off the knee of Higginson. It's going to stay on this end of the court. Comets take to the road after this. I believe next week, Jason, they'll just go down the road a little bit and play the Phoenix Pirates, a 4A team. And then the holiday season and tournament start. They'll head down to Red Bluff. That's before Christmas. And then after Christmas is the Summit Holiday Classic in Bend.
That should be some good road trips and good tests for the Comets as they travel out of state and play some more non-conference games over the Christmas holiday. And then January comes around. Jeff and I will be right back here for the kind of grind of the regular season.
And it's a grind. We were talking before the game a little bit about the Midwestern League. We've covered them for years, and we know these teams inside and out, and they're all competitive. They all have tough places to play, if you will. And the Midwestern League has been very competitive at the state level year in and year out. And we expect more of the same. Poor pass by Higginson, but tipped away by Bryant. Back to Higginson.
There. Now that last couple is how it should be. Nice, quick, crisp passes from the Comets. Looked a little better there as Eli Bryant benefited.
He just found a 5-foot pass on the outside from Higginson to that little slot to Biddle along the baseline, and there's the cutting Elijah Bryant. So smart basketball. 30-10 now. A minute 15 left as the Wolverines steal that away. That's Hall. It's Hall and Bryant now right in front of Coach Bryant. Garcia goes up, and he's bottled up by Biddle. That's going to be a jump ball. Substitutions now. Garcia will come out, and into the game is number 20. That's Canan Burke. Timeout on the floor. John L. Scott scoreboard reads the Crater Comets 30, Willamette Wolverines 10. We'll be right back here at Table Rock.
Here from Medford Mattress. We're all about helping you save money on a super comfortable, healthy night's sleep. We have low prices, special no interest financing, and free local delivery. That's right, free local delivery on brands like Simmons, Beautyrest Black, Serta Perfect Sleeper, Beauty Sleep, and more. So if you want to save on a comfortable, healthy night's sleep, come to Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, and see what you've been missing.
Back to second quarter action. 1:04 left in the quarter. 30-10 favor of the Comets. Inbounded here by Hall. Up to Granberry now. Butler works it back to Hall. Can't get it to go. Snared down by Bryant in a fast pitch.
Nice
up
pass
ground.
from Bryant. Barlow did a good job releasing. Both Barlow and Higginson were kind of streaking on that. Again, I like it because they're going up the side of the court, Jeff, rather than right down the middle where the defense is. Bryant did a good job keeping his eyes up and finding Barlow on that pass.
Only the first team foul on the Wolverines in the second quarter. Higginson finds his way in.
Nice
gets it to
pass
Biddle.
from Higginson.
Stolen away by the Comets. Grant can't get that one to go. Remain on this end. Comets ball. Set play for the Comets. Barlow over to Grant. Can't get that one to go either from further distance. And a rebound by Cole Zumwait. 22 seconds left here. As Coach Jake O'Connor says, I want the last shot. Hall and Higginson now. Shot clock is off here. 10 seconds. And that'll be a foul. Only the third team foul on the Comets.
Grant and Biddle had a little trap there. Biddle may have bailed him out with the reach. But the foul didn't hurt them that bad. That was actually that was Grant that picked up that foul, and that's only his first foul. Steals the inbounds pass. And we got a player control foul on Julian Grant. So can't say I disagree with it, but kind of a unique foul. You don't see it called like that very often. Jeff Grant just kind of trying to body his guy all the way up to the hoop and got the foul called. And that'll end the first half.
A tough quarter in regards to offensive end for Coach Jake O'Connor and the Wolverines as they only scored 10. The Comets were a little sleepy and groggy early, but they've woken up and put 32 on the board. We're going to take a break here at halftime. Please enjoy a word from our great sponsors here at Table Rock Sports.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. know your
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it! Oh! Ah! Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Of year, we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
The Triple Topper's back!
This November, what makes Abby's Triple Topper so great? It's the pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and ground beef toppings piled to the edge. It's a whole lot of pizza at a very special price. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
All And welcome back to third quarter action here, 32-10. Favor of the Comets. Comets moving left to right now on your screen. And the Wolverines still in that 2-3 zone. Here's an open look for Biddle. He drains that right in front of his bench.
Biddle with his 9th point right there, Jeff. That put him leading all scorers, put him in front of Higginson and Bryant, who both have 8 points this afternoon. Now the Comets are coming out showing a little bit of a zone. Willamette in that exact same kind of Duke zone offense with the mid-high post and the short corner, kind of playing off one another.
On the floor for the Wolverines is Granberry, Zumwait, Hall, Newton. And I'm missing one. We'll find him. And number 10, that's Butler. So on the floor for the Comets is Higginson, Barlow, Grant, Bryant, and Biddle. Newton, he'll kick it back out to Hall now. Comets.
I'm interested to see how the Wolverines are going to handle this 2-3 zone defense from the Comets.
Shout from Coach Brian Scott, and it looks like they reverted back to a man-to-man.
Just switched back into a man-to-man. Coach Scott must not have liked what he saw. Either that or that was kind of designated, Jeff, to kind of, they've got 35 seconds to get a shot up. They get settled into their zone offense. Biddle knocks down his second three of the third quarter. So I think that's kind of an interesting tactic with this shot clock, Jeff. Maybe he goes into the zone and then with like 15 seconds left says, let's go man. Match up.
38-10 now here in the third quarter. Let me adjust that. Yeah, it's the second half actually, so we'll go with that. 40-10 now.
As Barlow picks up his 8th point of the afternoon.
Butler in front of Coach Jake Connor now. Hall, Zumwait with the open look. Can't get it to go. Big rebound here by Newton. He's triple team, but gets it up and over.
3 Comets around Newton, and he still found a way through. Julian Grant surveying the court, showing some patience. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Nearly a turnover by Higginson, but falls into the hands of Grant, rebounded by Zumwait. 5 minutes left here, third quarter. Shot won't go for Zumwait, rebounded by Bryant. Bryant here comes down and turns it over right into the hands of Zumwait.
Nice block from Grant. Willamette matching up in a man-to-man defense. Higginson with another chase down offensive rebound. Higginson just keeps his feet moving when the ball's in the air, Jeff. That's how you get offensive boards. Bryant with the strong take to the basket, and he's going to get a foul and shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul on the Wolverines here in the third quarter, 40-12, 3:34 left in the third quarter. Here is Bryant, the senior, wearing number 3 at the line.
Bryant pure from the line tonight.
Substitutions into the game. That is freshman number 4, Tremaine Smith for the Comets.
We can call him Tremaine, we can call him Trey, or we can call him Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay.
Jeff.
That's
All
good.
options. He'll answer to any of the 3. Bryant is 6 of 6 from the free throw line tonight.
Number 20, Kanan Burke, is into the game, as well as number 12, Kaman McCann. Stolen away by the Comets. Smith with a nice pass.
Nice pass from
to
Smith.
Bryant.
Biddle padding his rebounding stats. That was just such a heads-up pass from Trey Smith, don't you think, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
To be aware that Bryant was trailing. Another nice pass from Smith. So we've only seen Trey Smith in these last 2 possessions, but I like what I see from him in transition, Jeff. He's got his eyes up. He knows where his teammates are and makes good extra passes.
He's a quarterback for the Comets JV team, and so distribution is in his DNA, and you can see it here with just a couple possessions. So bright future for the young Trey Smith, wearing number 4 for the Comets.
Indeed.
Garcia to McCann. Over to number 14, who's into the game. That's Brody Butler as well. Nearly turned over. Willamette I almost said Willamette University. That's up in Salem. That's the wrong place. Willamette High School, northwest part of Eugene, opened up in 1949. It's part of the Bethel School District, Jason, not the Eugene School District.
Not part of the Eugene School District.
No.
Interesting.
Nearly 1,500 students at Willamette High. Rebounded by Barlow up to Smith, now into the hands of Higginson. He gives up his dribble. Smith now one-on-one with McCann.
Higginson with his 10th point tonight as he gets that one in the middle of the key.
Comets in a 2-3 zone. Shot up and in. And that's number 20, Kanan Burke, the sophomore, with the tray.
Biddle surveying, giving some instructions, brings Trey over.
1:10 left, third quarter. Biddle with the ball, 48-15. Smith, Barlow now. Barlow.
Nice move from Barlow. Couldn't quite finish it. Only 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Not sure if the Comets recognized. Well, Eli Bryant recognized it.
Butler to McCann. 2-man basketball here in front of the bench. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 35 on the score clock.
Comets settle into this 2-3 zone again, Jeff. We'll be interested to watch and see what they do here.
Butler can't get that to go down. Nearly 15 seconds now. Comets have scored 16 in the quarter. Wolverines have scored 5.
Five seconds left. Biddle's going to the hoop.
And that'll do it. Comets score 18. And again, the Wolverines 5. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's the Comets 50 and the Wolverines 15. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action here on Table Rock Sports.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome to fourth quarter action here. Comets ahead, score 50-15 against the Wolverines. Couple substitutions in for the Wolverines. That's number 24, Brennan Campbell. He's a freshman for the Wolverines. Number 33, a senior in for the Comets. That is Jacoby Cole, a 6'1", again, senior. Battle for the rebound and brought down by the freshman, Brennan Campbell. Too many hands by Smith on Garcia.
So the Comets have fallen out of that three-quarter court press, that trapping press they were in, but Smith still putting some full court pressure on.
Campbell to Butler. McCann can't get it to go some weight. Now Garcia lets it fly short on line. Good battle there by McCann. Foot was out of bounds. Bryant picks up his dribble 25 feet from the hoop. Colby, Jacoby Cole's the distributor, can't get it to go.
Hey, Jacoby Cole with 2 rebounds and a bucket.
And nearly as an assist.
That's right. Again, Jeff, I'm going to say it. I like Trey Smith in that transition. I like what he's able to do out there in the open court. Again, he's the only defender. A little bit of a half-court trap, maybe.
Quite calm nature for a freshman to be out here.
Yeah. It's usually the game seems like it's happening a little too fast for a freshman. But Smith has adjusted well.
Kind of helps when you have older brothers, right?
Sure. Getting bullied sometimes is good for you in sports. Steph Curry says he remembers his high school bully, right? Yeah, that's he remembers the guy who gave him buckets all the way through. I guess maybe probably for him it was through junior high, but he's grateful for that guy.
Shot off the backboard and picked up by Cole. Gets it in the hands of Biddle now. 5:30 left, fourth quarter. Biddle's going to be fouled by the young freshman. That's Brendan Campbell. He looks to be about 6'5", wearing number 24. Took a shot in the neck, but called for the foul. Or not. Looks like it's called on number 3, Zumwait.
I feel like I should clarify, Jeff. I'm not a proponent of high school bullying in general, but in sports, I do believe that a lot of the greatest have been bullied in their sport of choice at some point in their life.
You're just meaning like physically pushed around.
That's
and
what I'm talking about.
I mean, we're not talking manhandled, but
no.
yeah, their age does matter when you're that young. The difference between a 13-year-old and an 18-year-old or 17-year-old, it's quite a bit.
Sure.
And you learn and your body learns. 55-15 here. If we can get the score correct, we do. 5 minutes left here. Turnover on the Wolverines. Smith up the left-hand side. Now Biddle on the right. Gets a screen from Cole. Going to work his way in. Euro step. And rebound by Zumwait. Into the game, number 0. This is Elijah Berra Villalala, another freshman. I'm not
Easy
sure
for you to say.
That's right. So he can handle the ball. Again, a young man and getting some sweet time. Number 3, that's Cole Zumwait on the tray.
I agree with you, though, Jeff. This is valuable time for these freshmen. You know, even if it's just a few minutes of varsity time, it gives them some confidence in their abilities. Nice spin move from Bryant.
Cole, Rodriguez, Bryant, Smith, and Biddle, and a full timeout from Coach Brian Scott. We'll do the same. 55-18, 4 minutes left here, fourth quarter.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we
And we're back. Fourth quarter action here. 4 minutes, 55-18 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Next matchup for the Comets travel on Tuesday. They take on the Pirates of Phoenix. Here's Smith with a long-looking 3. Comes off to the right. He might hustle down for his own rebound and kick it back out to Grant. Elijah
That's
Smith.
just a lesson, kids. Follow your own shot. How about Eli Bryant with that drive? Just kind of hung for a second. Bryant's a really sensational athlete.
Substitution into the game for the Comets. That's sophomore Colin Converse wearing number 20, 6-foot sophomore, as Elijah Bryant will have a seat on the bench, and his night is done. A couple freshmen going at it here in Trayvon Smith and number 0, Elijah Berra Vilala.
Kobe Cole called with a push on that entry pass.
Michael Robinson also into the game. He's a sophomore, wears number 32 for the Comets. Battle for the rebound comes in the hands of Zumwait, and Cole rips it down. Underneath the Converse and a push behind the back. Just the second team foul on the Wolverines. Couple who's who or famous alums for Willamette High. Brandon Beamer, a graduate of 1998 for Willamette. You'll like this, Jason, one of your favorites. He was an actor model on The Bold and the Beautiful, one of your
Oh, yeah.
favorite shows.
Yeah, that's watched a lot of Bold and Beautiful in my high school days. Trey Smith, really nice jump shot.
At the elbow for Smith, up and in for 2, stretches that lead to 59-18. Another famous alum is Curtis Salgado, a 1971 grad of Willamette. Of course, he's a blues musician and arguably the one that inspired Mr. Belushi for the Blues Brothers, Curtis Salgado.
So Willamette only has one soap opera star, it sounds like, huh?
Mm-hmm. Young freshman finds himself at the line. Elijah Baravilala up and in with his first. Got a nice sequence, spins the ball, comfortable up high. Look at
Nice
that, nothing but
looking
net.
shot, huh?
Elijah, nicely done. 59-20 now, minute 20 left fourth quarter. Jason and I will be back with you in January as the Comets get done playing some holiday tournaments. I believe our first game is the first week of the new year, and the North Medford Tornado will be visiting here, the Crater Comets. Elijah's got some handles.
He's got some handles, doesn't he?
And he finds his running mate and freshman in Campbell, and he can't get that to go. Those two are going to be a team in 3 years. Or 1.
Well, could happen pretty quick. I like what I'm seeing from the freshman, Elijah.
Rodriguez off to the left. 59-20. Well, what's the rest of your Saturday evening look like?
I think it's going to be pretty low key, Jeff. I'm going to maybe try and find some steak.
Okay.
Elijah is ready to pull the string on that too, and then relax maybe with some Netflix or something like that. How about you?
A little bit of Christmas lights, a good meal, and maybe Gonzaga and UConn. As
nice.
Butler nails that right here as the buzzer expires. And that'll do us here. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Comets 59, Wolverines 23. We'd like to thank you for watching the broadcast. I'd like to thank Brad Eaton, high school athletic director here at Crater High, for hosting Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Again, special thanks to Coach Brian Scott as well as Jake O'Connor. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be to be determined, but we will see you a lot here in January. Again, the final score, Comets 59, Wolverines 23. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster. Safe travels. Have a good evening, everybody, on this Saturday night.